Let's still stay with Parliament because sponsors of the controversial Anti-LGBTQ Bill are furious over the lack of action on their bill. The private members' bill, sponsored by Ningo Prampram MP Sam George, has been stuck at the consideration stage for months without action. And today, just before Parliament adjourned on Wednesday, Sam George was on his feet to let his concerns known. Despite this, the Deputy Speaker adjourned the House, throwing the House into near chaos. Parliamentary Affairs Correspondent Kwekwa Sante reports.
There was near chaos in Parliament today when Sam George raised the matter of the controversial anti-gay bill in the House. He wanted that bill to be taken. That bill has been on the order paper for quite some time now, and there's been no action. It is currently at the consideration stage where it will be taken clause by clause and amendments proposed will be dealt with. According to Sam George, the Speaker of Parliament had made clear indication that that bill must be taken today.
If you are not opposed to it, Mr. Speaker, we are here. The Speaker himself indicated when he was handing over to the first Deputy Speaker that we should take the bill. He's going to meet some guests and return to the House to complete the amendments of it. This is something that will take us 1 hour for 3 weeks. What is the problem of this august House with dealing with this bill, which matters to the Ghanaian people? So, Mr. Speaker, I want to know if there is a problem with us taking this bill once and for all. If there is no problem, let's take it. We've taken other bills with 4 people sitting in the chamber.
Sam George.
However, the Deputy Majority Whip, Lydia Al-Hassan, said there was enough time before Parliament would take a break to deal with these matters. The Speaker of Parliament ruled that because the chairman of the committee was not on the floor at the time this issue was raised, he was going to adjourn sitting to the next day.
The committee chair is not available, and the directive is that we end with the questions. That is the agreement, and we engage, and the agreement is we end on questions and we continue tomorrow. We have the whole day tomorrow. We have the whole day tomorrow for other businesses. How long does it take? Less than an hour will be done with the budget, my dear.
All the proposed amendments here are in the name of the chairman. All the proposed amendments here are in the name of the chairman. All right? The chairman is not in the House. I'll bring proceedings to a close.
There was near chaos, like I told you, when MPs on both sides exchanged words, even when the Speaker had adjourned House.
Our frustration is that this is not the first time this is happening. It's not the second time. This is the third time the Speaker has given such an instruction and it has been disregarded in his absence. We need to understand from the majority side what their issues with the bill are. We need to understand with those who take the chair when the Speaker gives the instruction what their opposition to the bill is. We are very well aware of people in leadership on the majority side who are reaching out to sponsors of the bill asking us to step down the bill. Is that why the majority side is fighting against the bill? The excuse given today that the chairman of the committee is not in the chamber, so we can't take the amendment, is alien to the practice of this House. Those who have gone and gotten influenced by persons who have interest in the LGBTQ should return whatever influence they have collected. Because we will fight, and the next time we address the media, I will mention names. I've been impressed upon today by my co-sponsors not to mention names. And it's out of respect for them that I'm not mentioning names. But if they continue this behavior of frustrating the bill, how can this bill spend almost 3 years? This bill was introduced in 2021. The Speaker of Parliament, they want to disgrace the Speaker. Because if you remember, at the beginning of this year, the Speaker promised Ghanaians that before the end of this year, we will pass the bill. This is calculated to undermine the authority of the Right Honourable Speaker. This is calculated to disgrace the Right Honourable Speaker, and we will not tolerate it. We will not allow this to happen. This is the last time we would accept this kind of behavior. And Ghanaians should take notes. The Christian community, the Muslim community, the African traditional religious worshippers, the National House of Chiefs who have supported this bill must take note of the actions of persons on the floor of the House who are seeking to filibuster and slow down the move of this bill. But this bill is a moving train. And for those who think that they can stand in his way, we will crush you. We will crush you in your primaries in February. We will come into your constituencies.
Parliament has barely a month to deal with some of these issues before it goes on Christmas break. Sam George and sponsors of this bill are concerned that if this business is not taken urgently, they may not be able to deal with this before Parliament goes on break. He's accusing the majority side of having a sinister plot to block this business from being done on the floor of the House. Reporting for JoyNews, Kweku Asante, Parliament House, Accra.
Meanwhile, Parliament is expected to pass the 2024 budget today. This was after the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, on November 30, reaffirmed his stance that the 2024 budget statement and economic policy had not been passed. On the previous day, the majority staged a walkout during the approval of the statement, claiming the Speaker was conducting himself in an unfortunate and improper manner. According to them, the Speaker, in his utterances following a voice vote on the floor, had ruled in favor of the majority side, only to beat a retreat after the minority had challenged the voice vote and demanded a head count. Well, I've been joined by Parliamentary Affairs correspondent Kweku Asante, who will be telling us the mood and expectations in Parliament. Kweku, first, has sitting begun? And if it has, what's the status of the 2024 budget? Has it been approved?
Aisha, proceedings have not begun currently. The bill having to do with this statement that was presented by the Finance Minister is still on the other paper, and the decision is set to be taken today. It's a numbers game, but you know that so many MPs on both the minority and majority side have traveled to Dubai for corporate gigs and have not returned. And so we would have to be matching the numbers. We have to see how many NPP Mps are currently out of the country, how many NPP Mps are out of the country. Mind you, Kennedy, Japan, is also not around currently. He went to the U.S. about 2 weeks ago and has not returned. And so it's really about the numbers. And what is going to happen is that the Speaker of Parliament is going to do the head count. The head count where MPs are going to stand up in their seats and be counted. And when that happens, we'll see which side has been able to get the most numbers on the floor. And that will mean the budget may be passed or disapproved. This is crucial because without the approval of the party, our very specific statement of economic policy, it will be difficult to move ahead with the consideration of the estimates of the various MPs. And that is why the majority leadership for today try to get all their numbers on the floor to be able to get this through. But it's going to truly be a numbers game. We understand a lot of corporate meetings happening on the sidelines with both sides firming up their position. There is also talks around Parliament that if the majority really feel that their numbers are not up to what they would need to pass it, they will probably beg to turn this down to maybe tomorrow or next week, and this will spell more inconsistency for the Finance Minister, who is worried that what is happening in Parliament is sending really bad signals to investors.
Kweku, how about the concerns raised by the sponsors of the Anti-LGBTQ Bill? Has it been addressed?
Well, first off, the Speaker of Parliament has been consistent that it's an important bill. He wants Parliament to deal with it at least before they go on Christmas break. But every time the Speaker is out of the seat and his deputies are in there are a few things that happen and the bill is stagnated, there's no progress. Today we expect that the Speaker of Parliament himself will be in the chair. If he himself is in the chair and they deal with the budget and there is more time, that will mean they can't go ahead and deal with that. But if the Speaker of Parliament again is not available, I do not see any way that this bill will be taken. And Sam George and Co. would have to hope and pray that the Speaker of Parliament himself will be in the chair today for sitting to proceed. If he is in the chair because of the Speaker's avowed stance that this bill must be passed by the end of this year, then there will be some progress. So far, we haven't heard anything official. And understanding is that when official proceedings begin this morning, the Speaker of Parliament will make a statement on this bill and what exactly should happen. Also, whether or not his deputy speakers have disrespected him by failing to take the bill without receiving when he has expressly authorized them to do so.
What other business is to be conducted by the House, Kweku?
Well, I thought there are questions in the name of ministers, MPs on both sides are going to ask questions. But also, K.T. Hammond's controversial legislative instrument is still hanging, it's still on the other paper. There is no indication as to when exactly it will be taken. It could be taken today or tomorrow or next week. K.T. Hammond is running out of time and he needs to do so as soon as practicable. This week, Gupta met members of the subsidiary legislation committee made their concerns about this airline known. The committee has promised them they will put this on the floor for MPs to make a determination. But ultimately, if this airline is late, it will be about numbers again. The minority would have to be able to pass out to 10 all MPs. They need at least half of their majority colleagues joining them before they can annul this. It does not seem that they will get that. And so once the airline officially leaves in 21 sitting days of parliament, they will be cancelled.
Gokwa Sante is our parliamentary correspondent. Our lenses are widely opened in Parliament and would definitely bring you updates of everything that happens in the House, especially on the 2024 budget. Now,